The Jupiter 2, and one more time, and we will call it done. Last I left off, sprayed the whole thing with Future, got the front window in, and got the dome on top glued in. Other than that, we are done. I think it turned out pretty darn slick. Again, there's only one tiny flaw with it, and that's the kit itself. I know everyone else has a little problem with it as well. You know, it's just it does fit. It really does. It's just it needs to be just down just a little bit more, and that's just because of the bottom floor. If the bottom floor was just a little more flush, it would fit. But other than that, it really fits pretty darn well. Anyway, that is the Jupiter 2. Now everything is removable, so you can display it however you'd like, and we will call it done. I'm going to go put this in the box in a bag so there won't be no dust, because I got to go deliver it this weekend, because this was done for a gentleman here in town. So Jupiter 2 is finished. Voyager, and again, not to bore everyone, I got all the windows drilled out on the upper and lower sections of the saucer. I went ahead and got the windows drilled out on the secondary hull on both sides. Maybe, hopefully, y'all can pretty much see that. And then last night I went ahead and I do a telescoping pole stands, what I do on Star Trek ships. This way you can fish the lights, the wires through in, and it's more sturdier than the kit stand. The kit stand is just real wobbly, and I don't care for it at all. So I took some brass tubing, and then there'll be a bigger tubing that'll go over it and onto a more stable wood base. Basically just took some epoxy sculpt. If you don't know what that is, that's that stuff right there. It's a two-part. You mix it together like putty, put it in there. It dries rock hard, and we're good to go. I'll probably add a little more 5-minute epoxy around it too, just to make sure it's just good and sturdy. Again, I like to show my work. I use scrap styrene to basically braces for the inside of the hull. It does fit, and one thing about this kit, and I haven't built one many years, is the nice little seam that you got all the way down, all the way through the bottom here. Which, if they ever redid this kit, I wish they would make, I almost said warp core areas. I wish they'd make these not, well, they could even make them decals if they wanted to. Just make these smooth, and it'd just be easier to sand. So I'll probably sand some of this off, and then I'll just replace it with styrene circles and strips. Is pretty much the way I'm going to try to fix it. But anyway, other than that, we're good to go on that. And plus, I like to make a little stand, because I like to put it on mine, and I'll have to go dig it out. I like to put my ships on my Starship stand so I can work on it. It's just easier that way. But anyway, that's where I am on Voyager. So I want to try to get everything sanded, and then I get to do the boring task of masking the little square windows. So we'll try to get them masked off first, and then I'll be able to cut them out and glue them into the ship. But anyway, that's where I am on Voyager. The monster truck, I got the frame base coated with a black primer. I gotta go a couple more places on here, and then pretty much just want to start with the engine. I want to dry brush some metallic in there, and just bring out some different colors. I've seen different ones on the suspension where they've had like red, and there's been on the drivetrain here just a little bit of yellow and everything. I may add some. I want to add some additional colors and all that. The kit does come with some clear parts here, and I painted over it, because if you look on the on monster trucks, it's the plexiglass is there. But I wanted to make it solid, because I want to put the sponsor decals on here like they have it, and I'm going to print it on white decal paper, and it'll just show up better on a solid surface. But anyway, I think that turned out pretty darn slick. I just need to go over it one more time. There's a few little places that I missed earlier, And I did that with a rattle can, and I'm gonna have to go back in with, I got primer and airbrush. I'm gonna airbrush in so I can get the nozzle in the crevices and get that took care of. Anyway, we're gonna start painting the monster truck very soon. I decided I want to do a red truck. I got to sand a little bit more. You can probably see a little bit on the door handle there. I just need to smooth that out. I mean, when I was painting my tires and I had a little bit left, I went ahead and sprayed the truck. It just needs one more good coat, and then I want to put flames. But I don't want to do classic hot rod flames. I want to do more of my own kind of flames, and I want to put the name, which, excuse me one moment, I gotta go get my decal sheet. I printed out, it's actually a patch, and I scaled it down so it fit the truck. We're going to go with the devilette. I think that'll look pretty darn slick. Kind of something kind of like that, roughly. That could work out. I want to get some smaller ones and do one for the back here, and one for the there'll be flames here, and then have the devilette right there. I think that'll work out pretty darn slick. But anyway, the devilette, that's print on white decal paper. Now, for the record, I don't do custom decals. Ain't my department at all. I'm very basic when it comes to that. I just scale it down for personal use, so that's what I do. I don't make decals. But anyway, the devilette is taking shape. Anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are getting ready to start painting the devilette Voyager, getting all the basic construction done, and we finished the Jupiter 2. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.